I wanted to touch base on a few different things. First of all, I wanted to touch base on HAARP, the radio auroral project in Alaska. HAARP has been simulated in different countries such as Russia, China, Europe, and many other countries, and it seems to be something that is of concern because a lot of people complain about uh, frequencies, ultra low frequencies or very, very high frequencies, extremely high frequencies, and how it affects their mood and behavior. The second thing I wanted to touch base on is the moon. During my near-death experience, I've learned directly from the loving force that the moon is not supposed to be there, and that it is a parasite on the Earth. Now there is proof that the moon is hollow, and that it is an object that is similar to, and that it should not be in orbit. And the third thing I wanted to touch base on is I wanted to touch base on the the whole reptilian agenda, or the origins of humankind, all the way back to the Anunnaki, the Sumerians, and all the way back to the Egyptian times. And one of the things that I wanted people to know is about the reptilian part of our brains. The reptilian medulla, or the central part of our brains, controls such thing as survival, the fight, flight, or have sex part of our brains. But also that in the first 3 stages of development in the womb of a human baby, you see a reptilian part, and then the mammalian parts start to come around that. So that's kind of interesting as well. There must have been some sort of hybridization program in history, and it's possible that we are partially reptilian and partially mammalian. And that's a very interesting thing because it points back to even when you read the Bible, or when you read the Sumerian tablets, or when you read the Egyptian, and it goes back to who we are and what our destiny is, and also that the whole thing about the implants, the small radio frequency implants, the RFID chips. The technology is so surpassed now that they don't need the RFID chips. It's just a backup. It can be used as a backup. But with the cell phone towers, the satellites, and with all of that, it seems like you don't really need the RFID chips, the radio frequencies, and the ability to control mood and behavior in human beings, and also alter DNA sequences can be achieved already. I wanted to touch base on the morphogenic field. I wanted to touch base on the morphogenic field outside of Earth's space, and how that can change or also create, and the God's mind, etc., etc. Let's see here. Also, people are trying to prove the existence of UFOs and aliens, we're far surpassed that now. The aliens are here, the UFOs are here, the advanced technology, the Tesla technology, the Atlantean technology, the old technology is already here. So time travel is already here, interdimensional travel, interdimensional stargates, a mastery of advanced technologies, being able to live forever, being able to grow new bodies, new bones, again using Tesla technology and using advanced technology. Everything that's being invented now is not invented, it's just being recreated, so that I think people are looking in the wrong direction. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I think there's a lot of disinformation out there. And there's a lot of information out there. And people are looking backwards and they're trying to prove UFOs, they're trying to prove aliens, they're trying to prove the RFID chips, the government control, the low frequencies, frequency waves that are controlling mood and behavior. They're trying to prove all these things, but that's already passed now, and we're far surpassed in our technology and our ability to travel interdimensionally. And some of the examples of that might be Cern, and also there's a lot of examples out there. But some of the examples I've referenced back to my own near-death experience, such thing as the moon not belonging there, it being an artificial, and this I learned from a near-death experience, which is quite interesting. A lot of NDEers remember everything that they learned, and they bring it back. So a lot of the goals I think that I shall give an NDE is to prove what they've experienced and learned on the other side is actual fact. And it's a funny thing because that's what I've been doing. And I've learned that almost every single thing that I've learned on the other side is actual fact. No matter how ridiculous or how far-fetched or how impossible it may seem, it the NDE is far more powerful and far more omniscient and far more omnipotent than the controlled human robotic population on the earth now. So anyways, I wanted to touch base on just a few things and see what people might think of that.